This is the Rites of Spring. They are an American post-hardcore band from Washington, D.C. It's also a ballet from an orchestral work by Igor Stravinsky written in 1913. And guess which music was controversial? Guy Picciotto, Ed Janney, Mike Fellows, Brendan Canty, and backing vocals by Ian MacKaye. The Rockers are considered the first emo band in the early 80s. They are known for their passionate and gut-wrenching displays in their live performances. Emo is a rock music genre identified by emotional expression, confessional lyrics, and teenage and 20-somethings angst. It began in Washington, D.C. as that scene emerged from punk and hardcore. But by the 90s, emo also branched into alt-rock, indie rock, and pop rock. Screamo is ultra-aggressive emo. The Rites of Spring were not willing to assume the proto-emo banner. This happens when one band or artists do something that is copied by others, and by numbers a genre is defined, and the originators prefer to not be pigeonholed, to be free to explore their own landscape and not be typecast. And it never works. It's the nature of the beast. For all the influence they provided, they only played 15 shows in D.C. Vocalist, guitarist Guy Picciotto and drummer Brendan Canty went on to play in Fugazi, and bassist Mike Fellows formed Mighty Flashlight in the late 80s. The Rites of Spring were described as fast and furious, but at other times lush and evocative, but always with a degree of control and melody. This is emo core, and the Rites of Spring existed before that was a thing and came to deride the term. There were 2 records, an eponymous LP and a follow-up EP titled All Through a Life, both on the Discord label, and in 2001 they were combined and re-released as End on End. On the subject of emo, Picciotto says that other bands who have become saddled with the term also disliked it. He said his band were punk rock bands, and aren't they all emotional? There is no such thing as emo, just like there's no such thing as hippies or beatniks. Picciotto also said he chose the name Rite of Spring out of respect for Stravinsky, who as a futurist was considered controversial, especially his piece Rite of Spring, which was considered cacophony and scandalous when it was performed in the 1920s. So here's Rites of Spring. 1. Spring. 2. Deeper than inside. 3. For want of. 4. Haynes Point. 5. All there is. 6. Drink deep. 7. Theme. 8. By design. 3. Remainder. 10. Persistent vision. 11. Nudes. And 12. End on end. And I'm pretty sure that that is not the Igor Stravinsky Rite of Spring, but our own guy's Rite of Spring. It went on to form Fugazi. And they didn't make that much of a splash with Rites of Spring, but later they just took the same kind of philosophy, mentality, and just did not dig the music scene so well. Certainly did not like the record companies. They just did what they wanted to do, and they didn't want anybody telling them what was what. Get my respect that way. How about you? I'll be back with another band. No, not true. I will be back with another performer. His name? Huddy William Ledbetter, also known as Leadbelly. I'll see you then.